What's up, guys? Christian here. Gonna do my Friday the 13th media collection. Now, there's a few of these on the internet, but I do feel I have some stuff that is not shown in some, so I really think this would be an important video for me to do. I'll try to go from an order of the date these things were released in just sections, which is format by format. So we'll start left to right. My not so extensive but cool CED collection. I have two Friday the 13th on CED. Here's the original Friday the 13th. Now, a CED, the way this works is a disc in here, and you stick the whole thing in the machine, and it sucks the disc out, and you just get the shell case back out of it. So you never really touch the disc itself, which is pretty cool. Here you can see the nice big artwork on the front, and the nice big artwork on the back, which is really neat. And the other one that I do have is Part 4, the final chapter, and it's pretty rough condition, but that kind of gives it some character to itself, I think. Let's take a look at the back. Pretty neat, huh? So that is the CEDs that I have. Next, let's do my prized possession, which is the laser discs. So here's number 1, Friday the 13th extended play. Now, it is not uncut, unfortunately, if memory serves. Here's Part 2. Pretty neat, huh? There's the pictures. Here's Part 3. Here's Part 4. Let's compare the pictures for these two, see if they're any different. Get my foot out of the way. It looks like the majority of the pictures are the same. You actually just get a bigger version of this picture on the back. Here's a small. So pretty close as far as pictures and things of that nature. But let's move on. Here is Part 5. One of my favorites, A New Beginning. Whoop. Here's the cool looking backside to Part 5. Part 6, Jason Lives. The Rare, Part 7, The New Blood. When I say rare, I mean it's rare. And my favorite, Jason Takes Manhattan. The coolest cover art in my opinion. All are in protective seals so they keep their quality in pristine condition. It's probably the greatest horror series in my opinion. Definitely one of them. I won't say that because, I mean, it's all a personal opinion, but here is Jason Goes to Hell. I do enjoy Jason Goes to Hell. Do I think it's the greatest? No, but it's fun. By film 9, I mean, what do you expect by the 9th film in a series? It's going to do some weird, it's going to go on some weird tangents, but that's okay. I mean, we have 8 films of Jason in a hockey mask. 7 if you will. You know, the first one he wasn't. But, or 6 if you will, because he wore a sack in Part 2, but that's okay. The sack is cool too, as you can see. I have my Jason up there with the sack. So that's the laser discs. Now let's check out my not so extensive VHS collection, but I do have something cool. In the opposite order of which way they should be shown, here is clamshell. I really enjoy clamshells. It's Jason Takes Manhattan on clamshell. As you can see, you don't get as much pictures on a VHS, but it's still pretty cool. Here's part 7, not clamshell. It's in a regular VHS box. But I'd like to switch just to a clamshell one day, if I can get my hands on some clamshells pretty cheap. This is the 1994 release. Let me see if I can get my music to kick back up. Here is Jason Lives. Get the focus. There we go. Clamshell. This is the original 86 release, I believe. Look at the price this thing had on it. I'm sure nobody really paid that. And my last VHS I have, but the coolest one is the Japanese Part 5. Pretty wicked, right? Now this does play in an American VHS player. Obviously, I don't think there was such thing as region coding at this point. Yeah, I can't read none of that, but cool pictures on the back, nonetheless. Now let's do the DVDs. Well, I'll get this out of the way first. I do have the documentary. His name was Jason, which is not a bad documentary. You don't really learn a whole lot. And I will get this way. Me and my girlfriend, we kind of shared the Crystal Lake memories. She keeps the box. She paid for it, so she kept the box and the DVD versions, and she just pulled this thing out of the case of the Blu-ray versions, so I can watch these at will. So, I do have that. Here is the first DVD thing I have, which is this box set. The Crystal Lake to Manhattan box set. It's a good box set. Transfers, not bad transfers. They still feel very 80s for DVD transfers, which is good. And it's a cool box set to have. So I do have that. I may as well do all the box sets right now. And here is the next DVD box set I have of the Friday the 13th collection. A lot of people shat on this collection. They didn't like the way the discs were in there. And I mean, it's okay. I haven't had any problems with them scratching or anything. You just gotta take your time and be gentle with these things. I think some people just are sloppy and they rush and they just want to pull shit out real quick and, you know, things like that. Just take your damn time. Pull your discs out slow. And it's cool. It's got a booklet in it. Or the whole thing is kind of a booklet. And you kind of get some cool facts, which is not a bad thing. I enjoy that. So I think that's really cool. You know, things like that. So I think this is a cool set. If you can get your hands on it pretty cheap. I think I paid $40 for it new. I believe it was $39.95 new at Best Buy. This was probably 2 years ago when this came out. The Blu-ray obviously hadn't been out yet because, you know, this was the new thing. Here are my individual DVDs, and I do have them mixed up. I have some of the original 2004 single releases, and then I have some of the 2009 releases mixed up. I remember I just kind of bought them after they had both been released, and they kind of got mixed together, and they're out of order. So here, we'll just do it like this. Part 1, original release DVD. Here's Part 1 again, uncut. So I do have 2 Part 1s. Part 2, Deluxe Edition. Part 3, Deluxe Edition. Part 4, I mean not Deluxe Edition, regular edition, widescreen collection. The original Part 4 release. And I kind of do like these a little bit better because you do get the cool artwork, different artwork. This is when they started doing different artwork from Part 5 up. Deluxe Edition of Part 6. Deluxe Part 7. And regular release of Part 8, which I think is cool looking. Then I do have Jason Goes to Hell single DVD. Freddy vs. Jason. Now you're probably saying, where's Jason X? Hold on. I didn't mean to skip it. It's just that I have it in this little box set that I bought. This New Line box set that came out a few years ago. The Slasher Collection. Basically, it has these 3 films on it. This is owned by New Line. That's why, of course, no Friday the 13th are in here. It's just the New Line owned Jason movies. Because if I'm thinking it right, they bought the rights to Jason, but not the rights to Friday the 13th. So that's why, pretty much, when they named a movie, when they used the movie with Jason, it was never called Friday the 13th. Here's the Blu-rays that I got. Not extensive at all. Before the Blu-ray set had been released, I had bought the first one. Then when I found out the Blu-ray set was coming, I stopped buying them because I think the first 3 got released on Blu-ray. But I did buy this when it came out in 2009, the remake on Blu-ray. And I do have the box set, which I praise. I think it's great. I think it's got a lot of cool things in it with the little booklet. I do have the big Jason Takes Manhattan. The big Jason Takes Manhattan, big Crystal Lake Memories book. But I like the little one that comes with it and the little patch. And it's a great set. The tin has held up very well. I have no complaints with it. So guys, that is my collection. I think like the laser discs and things like that were worthwhile to show this up. And that's about it. So guys, I hope you appreciate this video and I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me what your favorite format was and tell me what you think. So see y'all next time. I think we'll do the Nightmare on Elm Street home video collection, as I do have a fairly extensive set of those as well. So see y'all next time. Bye.